Morning, everybody. Oops. Good morning, everybody. Can y'all hear me now?
We can hear you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. We're going to call the 8:30 docket, arraignment docket, for you defendants that are here on the docket. Oops. Hold on.
Go ahead.
We got technology issues going on. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
All right. For those of you that are here, this is your first docket, and this is, as I call your name, if you do not have an attorney, then you're going to need to tell me if you want to have time to get an attorney to go hire one. If you do not have an attorney and you want to see if you qualify to have one appointed, Miss Ivy is here with us, and she can interview you. Or thirdly, if you do not have an attorney and you want to represent yourself, we can have you sign a document that will allow you to do that and move forward before you confer with the county attorney. Is the state ready in all these cases?
State's ready, Judge.
All right. First person is Nicole Davis. Mr. Holtz, is that, there you are.
Yes, I'm here right now, Your Honor, and I have Miss Davis on the telephone. She's trying to log in, but she's not able to. But she, she's here. I can have her call and talk to anyone at the court.
Okay. I tell you what, do you want to confirm, Mr. Holtz?
I have already picked up the discovery on this case yesterday, Your Honor, and I do want to confer, but I'll let you go through the docket.
Then I'll go ahead and mark you conferring then, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Next one is Dion Trejo. Dion Trejo. Mr. Trejo, please call him. We'll call him at the door. Next one is Marshall Slade Malone.
I'm here for Mr. Malone, sir.
Okay. And is Mr. Malone going to join us, or where is Mr. Malone?
He should be here, Judge. He knows to be here. Let me give him a call. I'm looking for him. I don't see him. Let me give him a call, Judge, and I'll try to get him here right away.
Would you do me a favor and just get back with me on whether he does show up or not?
Yes, sir, I will.
We'll call him and have to issue a warrant. So please, if you can handle that, that'd be great.
Yes, sir.
And there are people, I just admitted some more people, so I don't know if Mr. Malone is in that group or not. I do not see him. But we're going to go ahead and Aaron Cano. Aaron Cano.
Good morning, Your Honor. Anthony Bancroft for Mr. Aaron Cano. We're ready to proceed.
Okay. Do you want to confer? Is that what you're saying?
No, Your Honor. What we have a situation is Judge Cashin had a conflict with the placing of on Mr. Cano on probation. What we truly need from the court is the signature of the court placing him on probation so he can go to Community Supervision Center and get his fingerprints taken.
Do we have the paper? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We signed all the documents and for the acceptance of the plea in December of 2020, Your Honor. When he went to the Community Supervision Center, they said the judge had not signed these, therefore they could not place him on official community supervision because the court hadn't rendered the order yet.
That's our understanding, Judge. The plea paperwork was mailed to defense December 16th of 2020, and it's my understanding it's just going to be a plea today.
Okay. Can we do that at the end?
Yes, Judge.
Good.
What's not complete about it? Okay, Mr. Bancroft, I'm told that we have your paperwork. It's not complete. We need fingerprints yet.
Yes, Your Honor. We attempted to get the fingerprints, but the folks that do the fingerprints said they could not fingerprint him, officially placing him on community supervision without the judge's signature on the documents, placing him on community supervision. There is a signature block for the judge's signature.
Okay.
And I apologize if there's some sort of a third-party miscommunication, but Mr. Cano has attempted multiple times that day to get his fingerprints done so he can move, and they would not take them because the court had not issued the order placing him on community supervision yet.
All right.
Adult probation should be on Zoom.
So we have adult probation somewhere on here, right?
Yes, Judge. It is.
Now, is there somebody on here on this Zoom from adult probation?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you are. All
Yes,
right.
sir. I'm on.
We're gonna go ahead and at the end of this, we'll deal with the paperwork, and can you take it from there? Mr. Alcatel, is that right? Can you hear me?
Your Honor, I believe that's my client, Aaron Cano, speaking up.
Oh, no, I need somebody from adult probation on here. Do we know? Would you call over there? We'll move forward, Mr. Bancroft. Don't worry about it. At the end of the docket, we will revisit this, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be standing by.
Thank you. We have Nicole Davis again, Mr. Holtz. I'm just going to mark y'all conferring. Steve DeLeon.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. DeLeon, it's understand you have some plea dockets on file.
Yes, sir.
On till the end, and we will deal with that, okay? Pedro Hernandez. Pedro Hernandez.
And Judge, on the information we have him as Pedro Pastrano. I don't know if he's not answering, but so there's a discrepancy between his names. He's down as Hernandez in some places and Pastrano in the others.
Yes, I'm here.
So, is it Pedro Hernandez or Pedro Pastrano? I see Mr. Pastrano's on here, and you are charged with possession of marijuana. Is that correct, Mr. Pastrano?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and your attorney is
I'm in the process of getting one. I have a meeting with him today at 4:30. It's because he has he's out right now of office due to the side effects of the COVID vaccine.
He's with the DA.
okay. Then would you like for me to go ahead and get you reset for
Yes, sir. Yes.
next hearing to give you time?
Yes, sir. Please.
And that's what we're going to do, Mr. Pastrano. Hang on until the end, and we'll get that done.
Okay. Thank you.
Noah Guzman. Noah Guzman. Mr. Guzman, are you here? Okay, we'll go ahead and call him. Natalie Dixon. Natalie Dixon. Melissa Neziak, is she here? Okay, we'll call her. Richard Kern.
Good morning,
Richard,
Your Honor. My name is Joseph Strickland. I'm an attorney for Mr. Kern. I'm anxiously waiting to see his name pop up on the list here. I've got our office calling him to see what the issue is.
okay. Okay, Mr. Strickland, I show Andrew Del Puerto as the attorney. Are you with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, but you're going to be here today. So what I will do is wait till the end. Would you please give us an announcement of what's going to happen with Mr. Kern, if he's coming on, or if we're going to need to reset him or call him at the door?
I will hopefully be letting you know that he's on, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, if I may,
Yes.
on that one, Your Honor, we're perfectly fine with giving him some time to appear until the end of the docket. I do have notes on the docket that he did fail to appear January 13th, and he was reset to this date. We generally give him a second bite at the apple, but if he does fail to appear today, the state would request that a warrant be issued, KPS be issued for his arrest.
Not a problem. And that's what we'll do if he doesn't show up by the end, Mr. Strickland.
Understood.
All right, thank you. Maria Kittle. Maria Kittle. Miss Kittle, we'll call her at the door.
And that's the same situation, Judge.
Yes, sir.
January 13th was an FTA.
Right. We have the next one has a waiver of arraignment. Next one has a waiver of arraignment. Jose Lopez.
Judge Gordon Slade for Mr. Lopez. That is a Class C appeal. We would like to confer, and my other two cases on the docket are Class C appeals as well.
Terrence Mouton.
That is, yes, sir, that's one of them.
I'll mark you as conferring. All right. Michael Owens. Michael Owens. We'll call him. Danielle Yanez.
Michael Owens here, Judge. I'm present.
Wait. Oh, you're Michael Owens. All right, Mr. Owens.
Yes, sir. I'd like to see if I could qualify for a court-appointed attorney.
All right, then I will get you in touch. I'll put you to talk to Miss Ivy when we get through here.
Okay. Thank you.
Danielle Yanez. Danielle Yanez. We'll call her. Jessalyn Valdez.
Judge, I'm here for Ms. Valdez, and she is present. I think her camera is having a little issue.
I see her.
Ms. Valdez, can you say you're present for the judge?
I see. Okay, so Mr. Yanni, I see that she's here. Maybe you could call her on another phone or something. I'm assuming she's on her phone.
I can, Judge.
I will mark you conferring, and
Yes,
we'll decide from there, okay?
Yes, Judge. And on Mr. Malone, I did just speak with him. He is coming to court right now, so he should be in here very shortly.
By electronic means, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that's this other camera. That's me twice. All right. Okay, Cruz Guana. Cruz Guana. We'll call him. Terrence Koklo, Mr. Slade.
Yes, sir, that's my third client, also a Class C. We'd like to confer with the state.
Not a problem. Carlos Anguera. Carlos.
Your Honor, I'm here for Mr. Anguera. My name is Attorney Paul Talamantes. I am co-counsel with Attorney Robert Valdez. And this is a Class C appeal as well. And if we may confer with the state.
You got it, Mr. Talamantes. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The next two have waivers filed. Okay, y'all hold on with me. I'm still not a technical wizard here. But I need to put some of you into drop to rooms. That's what I need. Stan's gonna confer.
Confer first with.
And I think that was the first case on the docket, Judge.
Mr. Havey, are you going to confer with Mr. Holtz?
I will, Judge. And that's, I show the first case on the docket. Nicole Michelle Davis is the defendant.
There are two cases here, I think, with Mr. Holtz. Are you going to confer with him on both of them?
I will, Judge.
All right.
And excuse me, Mark, I wrote offers on the files on those cases. There's an offer to plead to one and dismiss one, and so if somebody grabs you those files, I'm sorry, Judge, I had a flat tire on the way in today, so I'm being driven into court there. I got ready on all the cases, but so I'm needing to coordinate here with Mark as we go through this.
You know, in the days of COVID, we all learned to improvise, so not a problem. We're going to be working through this, okay? So I'm going to, Mr. Holtz, you and Mr. Havey are going to be conferring here in a second, okay?
Very good, Your Honor.
Judge, this is Mr. Yanni on Ms. Valdez's case. I can see her on the video now. She's having some audio trouble. I will tell you that I have a waiver of arraignment that I can e-file for her if you'd like me to, Judge.
Would you go ahead and do that, Mr. Yanni, and Ms. Valdez is then excused to to sign off, okay? You got another case though, don't you?
Yes, sir. I have Mr. Malone, and I'm still waiting for him to sign in.
All right, then go ahead and file your waiver, and Ms. Valdez, you're excused to go.
I got it, Judge. Thank you.
Anybody, is there anybody whose name I did not call before we move forward any further? All right, then Mr. Kano and Mr. Bancroft.
Yes, Your Honor.
Where you at, Mr. Bancroft? And Mr. Kano, is he with you?
He's on video, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you want to confer also?
No, Your Honor, we just need the court's signature on the conditions.
Okay, that's correct. All right, we'll get to that in a second, sorry. Steve DeLeon?
Yes, sir.
DeLeon, I'm going to put you into a breakout room with Miss Ivy.
Okay.
Wait, Mr. DeLeon, oh, never mind, you're gonna plead.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes, sir.
forget about that. We'll get to you in a second.
Alrighty.
Mr. Owens needs to. Mr. Owens,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to move you into a breakout room with Miss Ivy, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Where is he? Where's room 2?
Drop down box,
Where's that? Right
drop there. There you go. So room 2, join. Oh, no,
Not a
okay.
good idea,
So
right?
then you have to kick yourself back out. I'm
How do we
sorry.
do that?
Maximize. I apologize. Room.
I put myself.
Okay, now we're back. Maximize. Okay, there it is. Drop down arrow again. And click on room 2, not on join, but click on room 2.
Too tight.
Thank you.
Okay, let's click on Mr. Ivy right here. And on Owens right here.
Assign to.
Assign to Michael Owens. Assign to 2. So hopefully this should get.
Okay, y'all should have yours done, Mr. Owens and Miss Ivy.
Miss Ivy, did you get a request? Oh, there she went. Okay.
Okay, now we've got Mr. Slade. Mr. Slade is going to, who's Mr. Slade going to confer with?
I believe on the appeal ups, I think Mr. Habee's going to confer with him on that.
Okay, so I will go ahead and move Mr. Slade into a breakout room with Mr. Havey to join.
Mr. Haley's talking to Stan.
I know, but can I put him into another breakout room?
I'll tell you that.
Okay,
So we'll kick him out.
Mr. Slade, you're just gonna have to wait till Mr. Havey comes back, okay?
I will wait, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to take Austin's plea in the
Let
meantime?
me just see, how about,
Is there any other attorney who needs to confer?
yeah, Mr. Yanni needs to confer for Mr. Yanni just filed a waiver for Miss Valdez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Talamantes needs to confer for Mr. Angera, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and,
Yeah, Your Honor.
Mr. Simpson, you want to go to your room 3?
Room 3?
I'll get you there.
Is he under
Miss- Where did Mr. Talamantes go?
He's over there.
Okay, where's Scott's iPhone? Where is
Hey, come back.
Mr. Talamantes? All right. Mr. Simpson and Mr. Talamantes, y'all should be in room 3.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
We're getting it.
We'll get it. At least I don't have the filter of a kitty cat.
You know what?
At least I don't have the filter of a kitty cat.
I was hoping somebody would show up this morning with one, but I guess not yet. So yeah. So now we're going to go back to Mr. Bancroft and Mr. Cano. Are you present?
Your Honor, I am present.
Yes, sir.
I need to check the documents. Do you want to do the plea for Mr. De Leon while I'm doing that?
Sure. Okay. We're going to, Mr. Cano and Mr. Bancroft, hold on for a second. She's getting your documents brought up for me. Now we're back to Mr. De Leon. I don't know how this stops.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's in here. Okay.
Come here and help me. Where is it at?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
See?
If you go too far, that way it connects to the next.
Mr. Cano? Where are you at, Mr. Cano?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Cano, you have, I'm sorry, Mr. De Leon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. De Leon, you've entered you want to enter a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bear with me for a second.
All right.
Okay, Mr. De Leon, you've been charged with possession of marijuana, 2 ounces or less, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you want to enter a plea of either guilty or no contest?
Yes, sir.
One.
Oh, no contest.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Oops.
Click that one. And it should pop up. And Mr. Dillon, you can all move. Yes, sir.
Mr. DeLeon, can you see this screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're going to enter a plea of no contest for you. The charge of possession of marijuana. And Mr. DeLeon, do you understand you're doing this without an attorney, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you have read all these documents and you understand what's in them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you are waiving your right to an attorney and entering this plea free on your own free will, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll accept that plea then. Do you understand that you're going to be under community supervision for a period of 6 months? That you're going to pay a fine of $450, court costs of $269, and pay a community supervision fee of $60 a month. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that the conditions, have you read all the conditions of this community supervision?
Yes, sir.
Basically, it says you're going to stay out of trouble. You're going to be the perfect citizen in the United States of America. Is that correct?
Of course.
I didn't hear you. Huh? I didn't hear you say yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yes, sir.
Is there somebody here from community supervision? Do you know how to get in touch with community supervision?
I believe I have their phone number.
Okay, good. And I will go ahead and accept this plea. Do you understand that in entering into this plea that you are waiving your right to an appeal?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Bear with me as I sign these things.
Yes, sir.
I'll come back to sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand, Mr. DeLeon, that in entering into this agreement that you are waiving your right to all the disclosures granted to you by law, that you are waiving your right to a speedy trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. DeLeon, having said this, and I will go ahead and accept your plea, sign the documents, and you need to get in touch with community supervision to start your 6 months, okay?
Yes, sir, I will.
Thank you very much. And you are?
Judge, it's Isabel.
Isabel.
I need to swear him in, sir.
Okay,
And probation is having a hard time logging in, so they're trying to log in. Just to let you know.
All right, would you please raise your right hand, Mr. DeLeon?
Can
Yes,
you
sir.
switch the page to where I need to swear him in?
Okay, where do I do this?
You're gonna go at the bottom, you're gonna click the over there.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, no. Okay. The bottom arrows. The bottom tab, taskbar versus 14 and 14.
Yeah.
You're gonna click the arrow to the left.
How far to the left?
Keep going. Keep going. Right there.
Oops.
Yep, that's it.
Isabel, are you there? Isabel, unmute. There you.
I'm here, sorry.
No problem.
Steve-
Raise your right hand, Mr. DeLeon. There you go.
Okay, Steve, do you swear that to be your signature?
I do.
And you understood everything that was explained to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Stephen Austin, I'll call you later.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Isabel, for reminding me.
Yes, sir, no problem.
Mr. Austin, you are, Mr. DeLeon, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Now I gotta get back to the big screen.
So you hit stop sharing right there, the red button. It says stop sharing.
Yep.
Okay, click that and it'll bring you back.
Jennifer, you need to remind me to go back and sign on these. Mr. Havey, you're back? Mr. Havey?
Sorry, Judge, I was muted.
No problem.
We did confer, we have relayed an offer. It's looking promising. Mr. Hulse will relay the offer to his client, and if there is acceptance, he's actually offered to see if the client may be willing to get on a quicker docket to get it resolved.
So we're gonna reset him then?
Yes, Your Honor. If we can just get a reset date for right now, and if I can actually get this paperwork and agreement, I'll try to get the file there and the paperwork tomorrow, and we can even take the plea tomorrow if possible, but we probably need a reset date, probably back about a month.
I would suggest that would be correct. So we're gonna go ahead and reset Ms. Davis to, what's the next date?
March 19th, 8:30.
It's March 19th. Mr. Holtz is the next court date.
Okay, Your Honor. I'll convey that. May I be excused? And if I can try to get something done tomorrow and just have them bring that file, I'll make it happen.
If he wants, we can add her to the February 22nd.
So Mr. Holtz, let me give you another option. You can reach out to Judge Cashin's office. He's got a February 22nd docket.
It's a plea docket.
That's a plea docket. If you want to put her on that, please reach out to Ms. Heilig in Judge Cashin's office and set it up with her, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You're excused, Mr. Holtz.
Thank you, Your
Honor. Mr. Yanni, did Mr. Malone ever show up?
Yes, sir. He tells me he's in the waiting room.
Ah.
Minimize. Go back. It's okay. Sure. Hit that one. Okay. Here. Hit mute. This box right here.
That one?
Yes. View. And it off. And you can maximize that again by right there.
All right. Mr. Malone, are you here? Mr. Malone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Malone. Mr. Yanni, do you want to confer then?
That's all right, Judge. We've already talked, and I've talked with Umberto. I think we're getting closer to a possible plea agreement in this case. There's actually some things that I need to investigate, and depending on how those things turn out, we may be able to resolve this case before the next docket. And if not, we're going to end up at the jury docket, but we're not ready to go there now.
Judge, if I may, Your Honor, there may be some things that defense counsel is not aware of. If I could have just a moment in the breakout room to bring him up to speed on a thing or two, and then we'll come into the general session.
Sure thing.
All right, here we go to a breakout room. Mr. Yanni and Mr. Havey, okay?
Thank
Okay,
you.
Judge.
we're gonna move forward. Action.
I need to go back to that.
Right, that's correct.
March 8th. Sign him to 4. Then I need. Where's he? Okay. Where is he? I need to move him to 4. Close it. I don't know, close it until
Actually, just.
minimize it. Okay, Mr. Havey, did you get an invitation?
Not yet, Judge.
You and Mr. Yanni, did you get one to go to 4? You must already be there.
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
You should be up here now.
It's not. Mr. Havey, it says you are invited to 4. You just haven't joined it yet.
Let me, it's not popping up on my screen, Judge, but I'm going to click the icon on the bottom. It says breakout rooms. Okay, I see it by clicking the icon. I've got it now. Thank you.
All right, thank you. What do we got left here?
We have Pedro Hernandez. We need to revisit that. He's gonna reset to hire an attorney.
Which
That's
page?
page 2, 34931. I'll just. Yes.
Mr. Hernandez,
Yes, sir.
our Mr. Pastrano,
Yes, sir.
we're going to go ahead and reset you to
March 19th.
March the 19th at 8:30. Mr. Cashin's court will send you a notice to that, okay?
Yes, sir. You said March 19th?
March 19th at 8:30. We'll be sending you the information to sign on.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're excused.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Just go to Aaron Connell's plea paperwork. Should be in your queue.
Where's that?
Close out of that, hit stop there on the right. And where the paperwork is, on the very right of the screen.
Fine, there it is.
There you go. On
Good one.
the very right of the screen over there, it says stop.
Yeah.
Hit that. There you go. 3475.
Okay, Mr. Cano and Mr. Bancroft.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Do you want to share your screen again?
let me share it.
Right here?
To please.
Share.
All right, Mr. Bancroft, Mr. Cano, I should have shared your screen. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. That looks familiar then.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cano, you have been charged with an assault causing bodily injury, family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
My understanding that you and your attorney, Mr. Bancroft, have entered into an agreement with the state
Yes, sir.
on this case.
I like the red pen on the ones that are done, but don't worry about it.
Scott, would you mute? I need a plea as to the charges from you, Mr. Cano.
Yes, sir.
Bancroft,
Your Honor, my client enters a plea of no contest.
okay? And I will, I'll sign these papers in just a little bit, but to get through this and get it done, I will accept that plea. Do you understand that, Mr. Connolly, in taking this plea, you're going to have community supervision for 6 months? You're going to pay court costs for $269 and a fine of $100. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You also understand that in entering into this plea that you will have no harmful contact or injurious contact with Jamie Garcia?
Yes, sir.
You understand the other documents? Mr. Bancroft, does he understand all the rest of the agreements that he's entered into?
Yes, Your Honor. We spent some significant amount of time in my office on the 17th of December going over Page. He actually initialed several of the locations with respect to the fines, the schedule of fines, and the concept of what he's supposed to be doing. It's my belief that he's fully informed and competent to take this plea today.
Perfect. Okay. And Mr. Connor, you understand that you're waiving your constitutional rights and court admonishments.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you're entering into this judgment on a deferred? You've entered a plea of no contest, and that if you complete this successfully, that this case will be dismissed. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that in entering into this plea that you're waiving your right to an appeal?
Yes, sir.
You're waiving your right to disclosures that are available to you from the county attorney, and your right to a speedy trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Miss, you go back and find your signature here. Isabel?
Yes, sir.
There?
Okay. If you can,
Go ahead.
you need to go to where I need to swear him in, sir.
Aye.
No, go the other way.
I'm going the wrong direction.
Yes, sir.
All right, Isabel, I know you can tell me when to stop, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right there.
We're too far.
Oh, one more. There you go.
All right.
Alrighty, Mr.
Cano, please
Thank you,
raise your right hand.
Mr. Cano, you swear that to be your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understood everything that was explained to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And I will call you later once we get the paperwork in and discuss payments, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am. I'm out of Uvalde, so how do I do it? Am I supposed to go to Hondo?
That will be talked with the probation department.
Oh, okay.
Your Honor?
Okay.
Sally?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
May I speak?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Cano, you'll be reporting to the probation office on February 24th at 1:00 p.m. And then we will go through the process in transferring to Uvalde.
Do I go over there to Hondo on February the 13th, ma'am?
Yes, sir. On
Okay.
February 24th.
Oh, February 24th. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Bancroft, is there anything else?
Your Honor, I have nothing further at this time. I do appreciate the court's review.
Well, we're going to get better at this as we go along, okay? But thank you very much. And Mr. Cano and Mr. Bancroft, y'all are both excused then.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day, Your Honor.
You bet. Why can't you see this? There it is. Oh, my head's stop. Oh, yeah.
I think we have.
Excuse me, Your Honor, may I please approach?
Most certainly may.
I have interviewed Mr. Owens, Michael Owens, Your Honor, and he does qualify for a court-appointed attorney. He's been appointed Mr. Kyle Ernst.
Okay, so Mr. Owens will reset you to give you a chance to meet with Mr. Kyle Ernst, okay? And Miss Ivy has given you the information to reach out, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She gave me the info.
All right, so you will be reset to the March docket, and Mr. Ernst will, I'm sure, get in touch with you and y'all can decide how to proceed, okay? You're excused.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna go back to Mr. Talamontes. I see you are back here with us.
Yes, Judge.
Yes,
We
sir.
have conferred, and I am in the process of sending him the plea paperwork right now.
That's correct, Your Honor. We worked out an agreement.
Okay. Do you want to you reset to the plea docket on February 22nd to give you time to get the paperwork done?
That would be fantastic, Your Honor. If that's all right with the court, February the 22nd?
It'll be February 22nd at 1:30. They'll send you notice.
Perfect. That would be fine. I already put it on my calendar, Your Honor, and we'll get everything. Could I get that to you, the paperwork before you, and the monies, if we can have that ready to go on February the 22nd? Is that correct?
Yeah, so you should be ready to go with everything on February 22nd.
Excellent, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Hold on. When you get the paperwork signed, would you mind emailing it to Jana in Judge Cashin's office? You hear that?
Yes, sir. I'm writing that down to Jana and Judge Cashin's office, correct?
Yes.
Will do, Your Honor. I'll get that paperwork filled out, ready to go, and then we'll email it to Miss Jana and forward the monies to the court collections with Miss Rodriguez.
Perfect. Then you're excused to go, Mr. Talamontes.
Yep,
Mr. Talamontes?
Yes, sir.
The email just went out to you, so you should have the paperwork. So if you have any issues or problems, just email back and we'll talk.
Will do. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Simpson. Good to see you.
Your
All right,
Honor.
good to see you too.
Your Honor, may Mr. Yanni and I approach?
You may.
We have conferred. I did give him a status update. I believe there's a compelling reason why his client's case needs to be reset. We're not opposed to that reset. We would request at least 30 days, maybe 60 days out, so that he can discuss with his client the developments.
I agree with everything that Mr. Habe said, Judge.
So April the 7th at
That's fine,
8:30? Is that good?
Thank
Yes,
you,
sir,
Judge.
that's
Works
fine.
for us.
You guys are excused. Mr. Yanni and Mr. Malone, y'all are excused then?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Strickland?
Yes, Your Honor.
Strickland, are you here? Did Mr. Kern?
I'm here and I've talked to him, and I was about to ask you if he just cannot figure out Zoom, can I tell him to get in a car and drive to the courthouse and check in with somebody?
Hold on.
He can drive to
'Cause
probation.
I don't know if I can get him
So
on
He
Zoom
can
without
come
him
to
sitting next to me.
probation and we could set him up here with the
Yeah.
computers.
what we'll do, Mr. Strickland, is we will reset to the next docket.
Does he want to plead? Because I can send him February 22nd.
Do you just want to confer still, right? You're not ready to enter a plea or anything, right?
Right. We just got hired about 5 days ago, Your Honor. I need to get discovery and do all that.
Okay. So March
So
19th.
on March the 19th, we're going to set you and have your client, Mr. Kern, go to the probation office. You see Ms. Reyes on there?
Yes, sir.
He can go to probation and get on at that location, okay?
Okay, and that way he'll be able to check in with everyone.
That's correct.
And could y'all give me that address real quick? I'm sorry.
Ms. Reyes?
It is 761 Avenue Y in Hondo.
I'll get him there. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Strickland. You're excused.
And if you don't show up, Judge, we understand that he'll be going to jail. So
We will issue a warrant. So tell him this is, he didn't show up the last time, and we'll give him one more COVID pass, okay?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
y'all.
You're excused, Mr. Strickland. Who else we have here? Who is REVVL4? Sir in the green shirt, just touched your chin. Now you're touching your chin some more. Who are you? Sir?
Is it?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
I'm just gonna chat to him.
We're gonna send you a chat to see if we can figure out who you are, because I think you're the last one. Mr. Slade's still on. Mr. Slade, you need to confer, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna set you into a breakout with Mr. Havey, okay?
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't forget about you, Mr. Slade. I just, let me see who you are. G. Slade. Mr. Havey, you're going to 5.
Sounds good, Judge.
Okay, y'all should have got notice to that. Now, gentlemen with REVVL4, wave to me. Can you wave to me, sir? If you can hear me, wave to me. Well, I don't know if that was you waving or that was just your hand. Where'd he go? We just lost him, right? There you are.
If he tries,
Who?
if he tries to log off and log back on, sometimes that fixes the audio issues.
So, gentleman in the green, can you hear me? Wave to me if you can hear me. Sir, I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. You're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Is that you talking? What is your name, sir?
Cruz Gauna Jr., sir?
Page what? 5. Okay, Mr. Gauna,
Yes, sir.
you are charged with a Class A misdemeanor. This is an arraignment docket, and I show that you do not have an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, I don't.
Donna, do you want to see if you qualify to have one appointed, or do you want to hire one?
I'll see if I appointed one would be good.
All right, I'm going to put you into a breakout room with Miss Ivy. You see her on the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to move you to her to breakout room number 6.
Okay.
Miss Ivy, you're going over there also. So go ahead and join Miss Ivy over there, and we'll be good to go, okay? Miss Ivy, did you get a notice? There she went. All right. So now it looks like we have all courthouse staff left, or county staff, so we should be good to go. We'll just wait unless there's somebody else I've missed.
Judge,
Yes.
I truly apologize. I was on before 8:30 and then, but I couldn't hear anyone, so I got out and then I was trying to attempt to get in. So I truly apologize for my tardiness.
Not a problem. We issued a warrant for you, so you're okay.
Oh, good.
Actually, you know, at 8:30, I probably wouldn't have noticed because I was still trying to figure out what I was doing on this thing. So we're getting better as we go.
Yes,
But
you are.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
This thing right here, I need to do this.
What thing?
That extra one. And stop the, can I stop the video on just that one? I'm doing it.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
I did it. We're done.
You just need the audio, I think.
Yeah, I just killed the video on.
Okay.
Mr. Simpson, did you make it in?
I am safely here in the office. I abandoned my car at the QT at Montgomery Road and Highway 90, but I'll go back and deal with that tire issue later. I wanted to make it in and do this, and then this afternoon I'll take care of the vehicle.
Okay, great. Great. Well, glad you made it safely.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Who is the county attorney staff that doesn't have a video? That's you. That's you. That little sticky on the. Oh, okay. That's me?
No. Yeah.
Oh, Elba. All right, well, just like to know who we got over there, okay? Are y'all coming in out of the break conference room? Can't hear them.
They're sitting at the same desk with me, Judge. We're just sitting here all surrounded at the same desk at the DA's office.
Are y'all in the conference room?
No, we're in there's an office that has no person. It's like a Ruben Grow office.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So you got a spare one over there?
Yes, Judge.
Good.
Okay.
You're not
Nobody's
talking?
on? I want you to eat them.
They're in the fridge, some of them. Well, there's one there, but I had to get one because I was getting. Yeah, they're back on.
Have a mute.
I'm busy eating.
There, she's muted. Ms. Ivy, you're back.
Yes, Your Honor, we are. Mr. Gauna has been, qualify for a court-appointed lawyer, and he's been appointed Miss Lisa Voigt. He's been given Miss Voigt's contact information.
So, Mr. Gauna, did you hear that?
He's going to represent him on the.
You need to unmute Mr. Gauna. Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gauna, we're going to go ahead and reset you to March 19th at 8:30 to give you time to get in touch with Ms. Voigt.
Okay.
Notice you are excused to sign off.
Judge, can I interject something?
Hold on. Go ahead.
He has a felony that he was indicted on in December out of the same incident, and I was trying to find out if he had an attorney on that one, because it'd be beneficial, obviously, to have the same attorney on both. But I haven't been able to find out yet if he has an attorney on that case that was indicted in December.
Excuse me, Judge, if I may, Mr. Simpson. Yeah, right now, I realize that he did have a felony. I actually appointed him on both the felony and the misdemeanor. So Ms. Voigt is representing him actually on both. She just got the appointment a little bit ago, but yes, sir, it is on the felony and the misdemeanor.
Ideal. Thank you so much.
Has he been set on the felony docket yet? Do you know?
Mr. Gauna, didn't you tell me you had a court date for like March 2nd or something?
It's March 2nd. Yes, it is.
Okay. Just curious, because it'd be probably good to have the felony moving first or with this. So, all right, Mr. Gauna, you are excused to go.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Mr. Habe and Mr. Slade, y'all are back. Hey, unmute.
Yes, sir.
Unmute Mr. Habe.
There you are. I'm sorry, Judge. I was muted.
My lip reading abilities really are bad. So,
we have conferred, Judge. I relayed some offers. It's looking promising, but I think Mr. Slade needs to relay them to his client, and if they're accepted, make the monetary arrangements.
No problem. So, Mr. Slade, if with that, then we will reset you to the next docket, okay?
Okay, did I understand that to be March 19th?
Yes.
March the 19th at 8:30.
Okay.
Judge, if it's possible, and his client is able to fulfill their end of this by the plea docket of February, could Mr. Slade be placed on that plea docket?
There shouldn't be a problem if y'all are ready. Mr. Slade, reach out to Judge Cashin's office, and they can put you on the February 22nd docket to dispose of them if you're ready.
Okay, sounds great. Mark, if I don't quite meet that deadline, but I have money in hand, can I request plea documents from your office and mail them in?
Absolutely. Yeah. Just let me know if your client accepts. Call me, email me, or what have you, and we'll get you the plea paperwork immediately.
Sounds great. Thanks for your help.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Slade. You're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
I think that's everybody for this docket. I will go ahead and we'll sign off and come back at the 10:30 docket, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.